Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. What did we learn in the previous class? We learned how to compare unlike fractions, and in that we learned how to find the LCM of the given unlike fractions and then convert them into like fractions. Yes? Now let us learn how to compare unlike fractions by cross multiplication method. This is the second method of comparing unlike fractions, children. What is it? Cross multiplication method. Now we can compare two unlike fractions by cross multiplying the numerator of one fraction with the denominator of other fraction and vice versa, and comparing the products. What are we saying? That we always have two fractions to compare, right? Say a by b and c by d are any two fractions. These two are our unlike fractions, and now we have to compare this. As they are unlike fractions, we cannot directly compare. So we will apply the cross multiplication method. A by b, c by d. Cross multiplication method, children. Okay. Draw lines like this. Now A is connected with D. So multiply A with D. Now C is connected with B. So multiply C with B. Understood? What are we doing here? The numerator of one fraction multiplied by the denominator of the other fraction. Yes, here also the numerator of one fraction multiplied by the denominator of other fraction. This is called as our cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication. See, whenever you have two fractions, a by b and c by d, to compare, just cross multiply them. A into d and then b into c. We will get the products like this. Yes, the cross products are what? A into d and c into b. Example, compare 4 by 5 and 3 by 8 by cross multiplication. Now here we are given two unlike fractions that are 4 by 5 and 3 by 8, and we need to compare them using our cross multiplication method here. Now what will be the cross products? See, cross multiplication, as I said, draw two lines like this. Now this 4 is connected with 8 and 3 is connected with 5. So multiply them. 4 into 8 is equal to 32. 5 into 3 is equal to 15. These are our cross products. Product comes from multiplication. As this is cross multiplication, they are called as cross products. Now 4 into 8, 32. 5 into 3, 30. 5 into 3, 15. These are our two cross products. These are nothing but the numerators of the fractions when we express them with the common denominator. Okay, these are nothing but the numerators of the fraction that we express when we express them with their common denominator. Now compare the cross products. If we compare these products 32 and 15, now what is this sentence is here? Nothing but numerators expressed with common denominators. Now when we had unlike fractions, what did we do, children? We found out the LCM of the denominators and then we found out the common denominator. Yes, after the common denominator, after the two unlike fractions were converted into like fractions with common denominators, we compared their numerators. Yes, so here what they are saying is this cross multiplication, that is the cross products, are same as that. The numerators that we got after expressing them with our common denominators are nothing but these cross products here. Now we need to compare these two, 32 and 15. 32 and 15. If we compare, which is the greater one? 32 is greater than 15. Yes, children. Now 32 was 4 into 8. It had the numerator of 4 of the first fraction, 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 will be greater than our 3 by 8. Understood children? What was this 32? How did we get it? We got 32 by multiplying 4 and 8. Now here 4 is the numerator of first fraction 4 by 5. So the fraction 4 by 5 becomes greater than 3 by 8. Okay, we have to look for the numerator in the product. The greater product has the numerator of 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 becomes our greater fraction. Understood children? Cross multiplication? Yes. Note, if the numbers of the fractions are same, if the numerators of the fractions are same, then the fraction with smaller denominator is greater. See, if I have two fractions, say 1 by 6 and 2 by 6, here both the denominators are same, so we'll compare the numerators. The one with the greater numerator will be the greater fraction. Yes children? Yes. But in case of, suppose this is 6 by 1 and 6 by 2. Okay, 6 by 1 and 6 by 2. Here the numerators are same and the denominators are different. Yes. Now what we need to do here is we can compare the numerators, but the important point to note is that the we will compare the denominators, and the important point to note is that the fraction with the smaller denominator will be our greater fraction. Understood children? In case of numerators, the greater numerator was the greater fraction, but in case of denominators, the smaller denominator will be our greater fraction. Okay? If you apply it, if you want to understand it logically, let us say we have 2 by 5 and then 2 by 3 children. How can we represent it diagrammatically? Let me draw a rectangle here. Yes, if the same rectangle is divided into 5 parts here. Sorry, let me draw it again. Yes. Now 2 by 5 is nothing but 2 shaded parts out of 5. 2 by 3 is nothing but 2 shaded parts out of 3 equal parts. Yes children. Now which is the greater one here? 2 by 3 is the greater one. Yes, when compared to 2 by 5. See, here the numerators are same. So when we are comparing the denominators, the fraction with the smaller denominator will be the greater fraction. See, 2 by 3 here is greater in area than our 2 by 5. Understood children? Diagrammatically also it's clear, right? The fraction with the smaller denominator will be our greater fraction. But in case of different numerators and same denominators, the fraction with the greater numerator will be our greater fraction. Yes. Now as we have learned how to compare fractions, now we know how to compare both like and unlike fractions. Yes children. So we can arrange the given fractions in ascending or descending order however we want by comparing the fractions. Yes, as we are now well versed with the comparison of fractions, we can arrange them in ascending or descending order. Let us look at the steps for arranging them. First step would be to find the LCM of denominators. For unlike fractions, we need to find the LCM of denominators, right? Yes. And then next step 2 will be express all the fractions with LCM as their denominators. Yes. Now as we have the LCM, now all the given fractions should have LCM as their denominator. Now step 3, compare like fractions in step 2 and arrange them in ascending or descending order. Yes, it is simple now. As we have all like fractions, yes, they all have the same denominator, that is the LCM. We can compare them easily and arrange in ascending or descending order. What is ascending order children? Ascending order is from the smallest to the greatest number or from the least to the highest. Descending order is when numbers are arranged from the highest to the lowest. Yes. Let us look at an example. Arrange the following fractions in the ascending order. What are the fractions? 5 by 6, 3 by 4, 2 by 3 and 11 by 12. 6. Now here all these are having different denominators. Yes. So these are not our like fractions. Now how to convert them into like fractions? First find out the LCM. 3, 4, 6 and 12. We are having 4 numbers and we have to find out the least common multiple. If you look at the multiples of 6, we have 3, 6, 9, 12. We have 4, 8, 12, 6, 12, 18 and then we have 12, 24, 36. These are the multiples of the given numbers. Yes. Now what is the common multiple here? Least common one? 12. This is our least common multiple for the given 4 numbers. So 12 becomes our LCM. Now if you look at the fractions here, 5 by 6. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, 5 by 6, 3 by 4, 2 by 3. Yes, if you look at the LCM, what did we have? We had 12 as the LCM. Yes, but here we are having 6 as the denominator. We want 12. How to get 12? 6 2s are 12. And as we have multiplied by 2 in the denominator, we must do the same in numerator as well. 5 2s are becomes 10 and in denominator we have 6 2s are 12. Yes children? Coming to the second fraction, 3 by 4. Again, we have 4 here, we need 12. So, 4 3s are 12. Now, as we have multiplied the denominator with 3, we will do the same with the numerator. 3 3s are 9 and 4 3s are 12. So, 9 by 12 is our second fraction. Next, 2 by 3. Again we want 12, so 3 4s are 12. Again as we have multiplied 4 in the denominator, we will do the same in the numerator as well. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So 8 by 12 is our fraction. Yes children, what are these 3 fractions now? 10 by 12, 9 by 12, 8 by 12. See 10, 8 and 9. And the fourth fraction 11 by 12 is already having 11 as the denominator. So let us leave it as it is. Yes, 8 by 12, 9 by 12, 10 by, what are the fractions now? The fractions now are 10 by 12, 9 by 12, 8 by 12 and 11 by 12 children. Now what should we arrange them in? We should arrange them in ascending order. That means the smallest fraction should be written first. Yes. So what is the smallest here? As all the denominators are same, we need to compare the numerators. The fraction with the lowest numerator will be the lowest fraction. Now in 10, 9, 8 and 11, 8 is the lowest one. So 8 by 12 is the smallest fraction. Then we have 9. So 9 by 12. Then comes 10. So 10 by 12 and then lastly we have 11 by 12. This is the ascending order of the given fractions. But see, here in the question there were different fractions and in the answer we have written different fractions. It's not good, right? We should write whatever is given in the question. What was 8 by 12? 8 by 12 is nothing but 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 comma. Then 9 by 12 was 3 by 4. 10 by 12 was 5 by 6. And then 11 by 12 as it is. So this will be the ascending order of the given fractions. What is it children? 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 6 and 11 by 12. Understood? the steps clearly. First we found out the LCM of the given numbers, and then we have expressed all the given fractions as LCM, with LCM as their common denominator. And then now, as they all have the same denominator, comparison is very easy, and we have arranged them in ascending order. Remember, do not write these fractions as your final answer. Write the original fractions, children. Yes, what was asked, given in the question. See, arranging the fractions in ascending order, we get 2 by 3 is less than 3 by 4 is less than 5 by 6, which is again less than 11 by 12. This is our ascending order. Now here we have another example, that is arrange the following fractions in the descending order, children. Now what is descending order? It is arranging them in from highest to the lowest. Now what are the fractions that we have? 3 by 10, 8 by 3, 4 by 5 and 7 by 6. 10, 3, 5, 6. Yes, the multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 6 are 6, 12, 18. Then for 5 we have okay. Now without writing the 3 also, we can say that here 30 is the common multiple. Yes or no, children? 30 is the common multiple among all these 3. Now is 30 a multiple of 3? Yes, we have 3 tens are 30. We have 3 tens are 30. So 30 is also the common multiple for 3. Now it is the first common multiple among all the 4 given numbers. So 30 will be our LCM, children. What is the LCM? LCM will be 30. Now 3 by 10, 8 by 3. The LCM is 30. So 30 will be the denominator. Now again, what do we have here? We have 10 in the denominator, but we want 30. How will we get it? 10 threes are 30. So again, as we have multiplied 3 in the denominator, we should do the same with numerator as well. 3 threes are 9 and 10 threes are 30. Done? Next, with 8 by 3. Here we are having 3, but we have 30. How will we get it? 3 tens are 30. So again, 8 tens are 80. Remember to do the same with the numerator as well. Yes. So what are our fractions here? 9 by 30 and 9 by 30 and 80 by 30. Next we have 4 by 5, 7 by 6. Again, we have 5 here. How will we get 30? 5 6 are 30 and we have 4 6 are 24. Now again 7 by 6. Now 6 5s are 30 and 7 5s are 35. So our fractions are 24 by 30 and 35 by 30. Understood, children? The second step is also done, that is expressing the fractions with LCM as their common denominator. Now moving on to the third step, we have to just compare. Yes, all are having the common denominator. So we just need to compare. Which numerator is the largest one here? 80. So 80 by 30 will be our first number, first fraction. Then we have 35. So 35 by 30 will be the second one. Then we have 24. And lastly we have 9 by 30. That is nothing but 3 by 10. What is the descending order, children? 80 by 30, 35 by 30, 24 by 30 and 9 by 30. But again, as I said, these are not the original fractions asked in the question. So we have to write them in the original form. 80 by 30 is nothing but 8 by 3. Then we have 35 by 30, that is nothing but 7 by 6. Then 24 by 30, that is nothing but 4 by 5. And lastly we have 3 by 10. So this is the fractions arranged in descending order. Yes children, I hope you have understood, right? Comparison of like and unlike fractions. Now let us do an exercise on this. Yes, so compare the following like fractions. Now comparison of like fractions is easy, right? As they have the same denominator, we'll just go with comparing the numerators. Here 3 is less than 5. So 3 by 8 is less than 5 by 8. Yes children. Next question B. 14 by 9 and 11 by 9. Now again denominators are same, so comparing the numerators, 14 is greater than 11. So 14 by 9 is greater than 11 by 9. Next question C. 7 by 14 and 1 by 2. Now see children, if you remember the equivalent fractions here, 7 by 14 is nothing but if we divide both by 7, both the numerator and denominator by 7, what will we get? 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. We are getting 1 by 2 here. So 7 by 14 is nothing but 1 by 2 and the other fraction is also 1 by 2. So 7 by 14 is equal to 1 by 2. Next, 21 by 11 and 15 by 11. Again, both the denominators are same. 21 is greater than 15. So 21 by 11 is greater than 15 by 11. The last one, 4 by 7 and 6 by 7. 4 is less than 6. So 4 by 7 is less than 6 by 7. Okay children? Next, compare the following unlike fractions. What do we have here? We have unlike fractions. Now as we have only two fractions here, we can compare them by cross multiplying. Yes, 2 5s are 10. Then we have 3 7s are 21. 10 is less than 21. So 2 by 7 is less than 3 by 5. Yes, what was 10? 10 was 2 into 5. It's the numerator of 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 is less than 3 by 5. Next question B. 7 by 3 and 10 by 3. 7 7s are 49. 10 3s are 30. Now 49 is greater than 30. So 7 by 3 is greater than 10 by 7 children. Not only this cross multiplication, if you are comfortable with LCM, you can go with LCM as well. If we take 3 by 9 and 4 by 9, the multiples of 9 are 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18. Yes, 9 fours are 36. And if we observe, 36 here is also a multiple of 4. We have 4 9s are 36. Yes, 36 is a common multiple for both 4 and 9. And also it is the least one. 36 will be our LCM. So we have 4 9s are 36 and 3 9s are 27. What will 4 by 9 become children? We have 9 4s are 36. So 4 4s are 16. Now that like fractions are 27 by 36 and 16 by 36. Now which is the greater one? 27 is the greater number. So 3 by 4 is greater than our 4 by 9. Okay. I hope you can solve questions D and E, right? Yes. Now the next one is arrange the following fractions in ascending order children. I'll explain only one question to you. Let me explain question C. 3 by 4, 2 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. The denominators are 4, 3 and 2. What should we do? First we need to find out the LCM. Yes, 4, 8, 12, 16. 3, 6, 9, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. What is the common multiple here, children? 12 is the LCM for these three denominators. Yes, now we need to express these fractions as with 12 as their common denominator. The first one is 3 by 4. It will be 3 by 4 into 3 by 3. Yes, 4 3s are becomes 12, 3 3s are 9. Then we have 2 by 3. We have 3 4s are 12. So 2 4s are 8 and 3 4s are 12. Again 1 by 3. We have 3 4s are 12. So 1 4s are 4 by 3 4s are 12. And lastly we have 1 by 2. So 2 6 are 12, right? So 1 by 6 in 1 into 6 by 2 into 6. Now the resultant fractions are 9 by 12, 8 by 12, 4 by 12 and 6 by 12. What is the ascending order, children? 4, 8, 6 and 9. 4 by 12 means 1 by 3 is the first one. Then we have 1 by 2. Then we have 2 by 3. And lastly we have our 3 by 4. What is the ascending order here? 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. Understood, children? The same goes for descending order as well. And I hope you can solve the remaining two questions, right? Yes. And before going, with this we've come to the end of today's class. Please visit our website www.aimstoday.in, there where you will find other information regarding all the online classes that we have, the quizzes, the live worksheets that we have uploaded, the DIY activities, English classes and all